I'm glad we're standing right now, right? Because we were sitting a little earlier. I got to tell you, it's a little bit embarrassing, but hey, I'm just going to put it out there. I got some hemorrhoids. I don't know if you guys know what that is. It's a pain in the ass. Literally, it's a pain in the ass. And I gotta be honest. Doc gave me some advice. He gave me, hey, Ricky, I want you to try this out. I didn't really try it out. Now I'm gonna bring him in. He's gonna try and refresh and tell.
Well, see, Rick, that's the problem, though. You ain't using what I gave you. See, Rick, I do understand.
I tried the hydrocortisone.
Basic. Well, that's the basic 101.
Cream.
Ricky,
then I tried something to stop the itch.
Yeah, the itch is a son of a gun. It is, and literally, I'll be honest with you, I just pushed 2 in, Rick. It's not a big deal.
Right.
Most women go through childbearing.
Right.
But I'll tell you what,
I'm
everyone.
not bearing any children.
Well, I hope not, Rick. You look pretty well. And if you had a child, God bless you, Rick, because I won't be able to tell you. I mean, no stretch marks at all. And you can't even tell by your face, Rick. Yeah. Anyway, to be honest with you, Rick, hemorrhoids are a very serious situation because, in all honesty, most people have truck drivers. Yeah. You ever see a truck driver? The reason why he's mad, Rick, is he's sitting on something. Yes, that's right. Yo, lots of love. I'll tell you why, Ricky. They're like this with it.
Yeah.
And then they give them seats that bound. And if you ever look at the shit that they give them sitting, it causes a hemorrhoid. Yeah. Anyway, by sitting real long, it does cause a hemorrhoid.
Yeah.
And another thing. I
don't sit a lot. I'm up and down, stand.
Here's another question, Rick. I ask many of my clients when I come in, do you take a book to the bathroom?
You know what? That's a great question.
Do you stay on the phone? How long you sitting?
I got to tell you, I feel more comfortable.
Most people.
When I do the poopies.
Yep.
And I got the phone. Because I'm scrolling and
Ricky, I've been with you all over the fucking world, Ricky. I've never heard you say poopies. I love it.
Yeah. And it's
the director like it. Give me the cup of coffee. Give me the coffee. No coffee, Ricky. I'm losing it.
You don't even
Thank
think
you,
about it.
Jennifer.
Coffee helps you in the morning.
Absolutely.
Take a cup of coffee.
Well, that's okay, but don't drink the whole thing, though, Rick.
No, I don't. Yeah.
So let's not do more than 5 minutes sitting. You're supposed to only go to bed.
Longer than 5 minutes.
Well, you're supposed to only go to bed to bow and wipe it and get and get it out. You got a double bow. You can stay a little bit longer, and then you're out. You know what I noticed? First thing my clients say to me, Doc, I go in, I do the jigsaw puzzle.
No, I don't do that.
Do you realize when you're sitting? Wait a minute, Rick. You realize when you're sitting, all your intestines and everything are trying to fall out your asshole.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't sit too long over. Spread over.
So here's the other thing I found out. Now I don't know if you know this because I'm not a plumber, but you know them wipes. You wipe.
Yeah.
Right. Because
I like them.
Yeah, because toilet paper.
It's a thing of the past. It's a thing of the past, Rick.
So they have the flushable wipes.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's good because a lot of clogging.
So you're flushing. I'm flushing these things. We had the plumber because we had a
problem with
them. We had a problem in the kitchen sink.
Okay.
And the guy's like, "Hey, do you guys use wipes?" And we're like, "Yeah." He goes, You can't flush them." I'm like, "Oh, it says flushable." He goes, "Nah, don't ever flush anything down there. Just toilet paper. That's it."
Did you get his name?
Yeah, I got it. We call him Petey Pipes.
And we know why you call him Petey Pipey.
But I found this. I was in Costco and they were out of wipes.
Right.
So I'm sitting in line and I see all these bottles. I'm like, baby wipes. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm just looking over here. I'm like, I'm buying these, hon. So we bought big.
Smart.
So it's cheaper than the regular wipes, but you can't flush them.
Right.
But they're awesome. They're like big.
So what do you put them in a
you just put them in. You got a little trash can, paper plate.
You realize how sick this world is?
It's awesome.
You got a piece. Wait, they're not what? Recyclable. They got recyclable. You got to put them in a yellow or blue, whatever your state's into. Yeah. Then they got the regular can. Now they got wipey for the poopy. Yeah. So it's right on the poopy. So we went. Tobacco poopy. You know what's nuts? That's $1 million operation right there.
We just took a detour about the wipes back to the
hemorrhoids. Right the way you detoured that, but right to the hemorrhoid. And I'll be honest with you, Rick, there's a good thing you can help her with. In all honesty, cheap. You want to go cheap? Yeah. You get a stupid piece of toilet paper, regular. Go something Scott, something a little bit, helps the ass, something that's like a sandpaper do, if you will. Like a cat's tongue. That's not good. Now, Frank, you put it on there ready, you just get a little witch hazel. You rub it across, you clean, you give it a little wipe with antibiotic soap, you go back with the witch hazel, one more. Guess what you just did? You gave yourself a treatment. You ain't got to come see me no more, Rick. Right. Then, during the nighttime, while you're sleeping, you don't realize, look at this, Rick. You see the hip movement?
Yep.
When you're shifting one leg over to the side, you're moving your asshole through, right? So, little preparation H, but not the one that everybody uses, the brown one. First of all, that gives you a signal right there. It's brown. Yeah. It's the white one, says anti-itch. And another thing nobody says, why don't you put a little bit of that, what's that antibiotic cream, Rick, that everybody uses as a child? We put it on the Band-Aids, then we put it on. What the hell's the name of it? Thank you, Ginger. Neosporin. Now, a little bit of because anything with an antibiotic takes the inflammatories down, makes you anything inflamed comes down. So now you get that, mix that with a little bit of preparation H. You mix that with a little bit of antibiotic cream, and you put a little witch hazel on your ass.
Now,
got a clean ass.
I've had these hemorrhoids for a very long time, but I've kept them at bay.
Yes.
And I think what's happened is I went a little off on my diet.
Oh,
that
because you're pushing harder. You got stuff in there a little bit more stubborn.
Maybe that, and maybe too many carbohydrates.
Yeah, called thrust the
whatever it is.
That's right. You're in there going, bow. See when you push, they got bow. You don't realize this. But you know what's nuts, Rick? If you ever seen a hemorrhoid, it says that it doesn't look like something just went bow. It looks like a piece of tissue. And in all honesty, there's another thing people don't realize. You know, if you tie them, they fall off.
Yeah.
There's a surgery like that.
No, I had that.
They come back?
Yeah.
That's why it don't work, Rick. I was just getting to that. As a doctor, you don't tie anything, Rick, except a tube of a whooping.
These doctors, right? No offense.
No, I'm okay. I know what you're doing right now.
It's a game.
It is a game, Rick. And we all play it very well.
Yeah, you got, he's in there, doctor, pathologist. You need to do this.
You need to do nothing but get your hand away from there, right? That's what you need to do.
So okay, doc, I'll go around, I'll play this game one time with you. So this, that, bum, okay.
And then right away you're bent over.
Now it's literally bent over.
He's got you. You know, whenever your father, when we were young, they say, hey, don't ever get in a situation where the guy's got you completely bent over the table. Yeah. I went to go get a test from my doctor for my colon, which I don't do often. He had me bent over the table. I flew to my father.
Oh, I had it. Did you have your colon rectal exam?
I won't do it anymore.
No,
I won't do it.
What do you call it? The scope?
The flush.
The scope.
I won't do it, Rick.
The scope.
I won't do it, Rick.
They go in and see if you got any.
You can't go in there, Rick. You can't go in there with
cancers.
me. You can't go, Rick. If you go in there with me, we gotta have dinner, and then there's a wedding coming. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, Rick. And then there's an adoption nearby. You know what I mean? Rick, there's a family once you go in there. I'm sorry, however we gotta do it.
Speaking of being bent over, I mean, I think based on what's going on today, I think we can both agree
that we're all bent over.
That the
lean
putting little Johnny in the corner for a timeout didn't really work.
No, it didn't work.
You know
for
what
me.
works? Cracking him in the
cracking
ass.
little Johnny's ass cheek.
You
know, when I was young, Rick, they stuck us in a corner.
Hey, jerk off.
Right.
Don't do it that way.
Bang. Guess what happens? 2 weeks later, he gets ready to do it. He hears jerk off and then feels bang.
Right.
He don't do it.
Isn't that common sense? Again, back to the common sense.
Well, we did. I don't know if you heard this, but since our last thing that we did, they're going to put it in college.
Let's put Johnny in the corner and give him a timeout.
No.
So over time, he's like, oh, this is all I.
Right. I only got to go in the corner for half hour.
So why do you think all this crazy shit's going on?
If I rob a car, they'll put me in the corner for 3 days, right? And then they'll let me out 2 days after. And with a good attorney, an hour and a half.
So anyway, guys, hemorrhoids
are a pain in the ass.
But it's okay. Mm-hmm. We can talk about this.
Yes.
It's not a life or death situation.
No.
But it is. It's just it's a pain.
You know what I be getting a lot in the office? There is something coming a lot, and I had this many years ago. You know I suffered from it. From getting kicked from the martial arts or epididymitis.
Tune in next time when I speak more deliberately about epididymitis, the true demon inside a man's testicles. Stay tuned for more.